know I came through with the fuego. You know I came through. Hey, you know I came through. You know I came through with the fuego. You know I came through. Hey, you know I came through. Nowadays I cannot lay low. I cannot lay low.
Hi class, welcome to our general mathematics subject. And for today's video lesson, we will learn about evaluating functions. So this is our lecture number 2, and for our learning competency, so the learner evaluates a function. We are still in week 1 of our lesson. So evaluating functions, it is similar to evaluating an expression. So for example, 8 plus v for v is equal to 8. So to get the answer, we will just substitute the value of b, which is 8, to this expression. So we will have 8 plus 8 equals 16. So let's try another one. So evaluate 49 minus y squared for y equals 5. So just substitute the value of y to the expression. So we have 49 minus 5 squared equals, so simplify, we have 49 minus 5 squared is 25. So subtracting, we will get 24. So let's recall the function notation. So here we have f of x equals x squared. So the function name is this one, and x is the input, and the function here is the output, or the expression here is the output. So we read this as f of x equals x squared. So more on function notation. Traditionally, functions are referred to by the letter name of f. But it doesn't need to be letter f as always. So sometimes, or also, we can use other letter. So for example, f of x, g of x, h of a, and a of t. So for example, this functions. So f of x equals x squared, g of x equals 2x plus 4, h of a equals a squared plus 5a plus 4, and a of t equals 16t squared minus 4t minus 1. So note that the f of x, g of x, h of a, and a of t can be replaced by y. So especially in graphing. Okay, so the f of x axis or the y axis. Okay, be familiar with that. Okay, to evaluate a function is to replace or substitute its variable with a given number or expression. So for example, evaluate the function f of x equals 2x plus 4 for x equals 5. So we will just replace the variable x with 5. So for example, f of 5, instead of x here, so we will now replace the variable by the number. So it becomes f of 5 equals 2 times 5, so substituting 5 in our expression, plus 4 equals, so simplifying, we have 2 times 5, that's 10, plus 4, and that is equal to 14. So f of 5 is 14. Okay, before we have some more examples, let's recall some important math rules to remember. So first one is exponents or squaring a negative, and then adding and subtracting integers, and order of operations. So what to remember in exponent or squaring a negative? So for example, in this, so we will be evaluating x equals 2 for letter A, and for letter B, we will evaluate x equals negative 2. So for this equation, so A, substituting 2, so that's 2 square equals 4. So for letter B, when x is negative 2, so negative 2 square, quantity square equals 4. Then for this one, negative x squared. So substituting 2, so 2 squared and we have negative sign here. So the answer is negative 4. And for this one, so we have here negative. So replacing x with negative 2. So I square that. So this becomes 4. So the negative sign here. So simplifying, the answer is negative 4. So class, ito yung napansin ko na laging nagkakamali yung mga estudyante kapag nag-evaluate sila ng ganito. Tapos, pag in-explain mo, parang nagugulat sila. Tapos, chine-check pa nila sa calculator kung tama nga ba. So, ito yun, class. Minsan, nalilito sila dito at saka dito. Ano yung kinalituan nila? Kapag nasa labas yung negative at saka kapag nasa loob yung negative. So, pag nasa labas class yung negative, ibig sabihin, hindi siya kasama sa i-square natin. Pero, kapag nasa loob yung negative sign, so kasama yung negative na i-square natin. Okay? So, ito, tandaan nyo to, ha? Next, recall naman natin. Let's recall the adding and subtracting integers. So ito, very important to class in mathematics, not only in our topic for today. So, ito yung pinaka basic na rule na kailangan nating tandaan para maging magaling tayo sa math. So, una, ano ba yung integers class? So, integers are signed numbers. So, yun yung may positive and negative. So, kapag mag-a-add daw tayo ng same sign, tandaan natin na kapag parehong negative, we will just add. We will just add the numbers and then copy the sign. Okay? So, same with positive. This one is very simple. Kapag different sign, ito yung nalilito talaga yung mga estudyante. So, hindi tayo kasama doon, di ba? So, dito, pag different sign, tatandaan natin, laging minus. Okay? So, dito, nakalagay, subtract. Tapos, paano natin malalaman yung ilalagay natin na sign? So, ang ilalagay natin na sign is kung ano yung number, kakopy natin yung sign ng number that has bigger or largest absolute value. So, ano ba yung absolute value, class? Yung absolute value, yun yung dalawang guhit na kapag nilagay natin doon, yung integer natin is laging magiging positive yung output. Okay? So, halimbawa, dito, we have here negative 5, tapos dito, 9. So, when we place that in our absolute value sign, so, negative 5 will become 5 and 9 become 9. So, laging positive yung output. So, ano yung mas malaki dun sa dalawang absolute value? So, ang sagot is 9. So, yun yung susundin natin na sign for our difference here. Okay? Nakuha ba yun? Tapos, dito, Ayan. Negative 13 plus 8. So, laging subtract. So, 13 minus 8, that's 5. Tapos, lagay natin sa absolute value si negative 13. Sa absolute value sign natin. So, magiging positive 13. Tapos, 8 pa rin. So, ano yung mas malaking absolute value between negative 13 and 8? So, the answer is yung 13. So, ang susundin nating sign is negative. Okay? So, wag kayo malilito dyan. Laging subtract, tapos sundin ang sign ng mas malaki ang absolute value. At ano ang absolute value? Pag nilagay natin sa loob ng absolute value sign, nagiging positive. Okay? Next is subtraction. So, sa subtract naman class, change to add the opposite. So, change natin yung sign ng subtrahend and then proceed to addition rule. So, halimbawa dito, negative 3 minus 4. So, pwede nating gawing negative 3 plus negative 4. Then, proceed tayo dito sa addition. Since same sign siya, then dito yung susundin nating rule. Negative 4 plus negative 3, that is equal to negative 7. So, dito naman, negative 5 minus negative 9. So, negative times negative class, tatandaan natin to. So, this becomes positive. Okay? So, negative 5 plus 9. So, magkaiba ng sign. Proceed to addition rule na magkaiba ang sign. So, ito yun. So, subtract, magiging 4. Then, alin ang mas mataas na absolute value? Yung 9. So, the answer is 4. Okay? So, wag natin itong kakalimutan. Then, kung multiply naman or divide, pag multiply, same sign, so positive. Pag different sign, negative. Okay? So, halimbawa dito, pag same sign, positive over positive, that's positive. Negative over negative, that's positive. And this one, dito naman sa different sign, negative over positive or positive over negative is negative. Same rin sa multiplication. So, negative number times positive is negative. Okay? Next is order of operation. So, it stands for P, so parentheses, E, exponents, M, multiplication, D for division, A for addition, and subtraction. So, ano yung ibig sabihin nito, class? Ibig sabihin, ito ang dapat mauna pag nagsisimplify tayo, especially kung walang parenthesis. Ito yung susundin natin na order. So, halimbawa, this one, 3 plus 7 times 6 divided by 3. So, ano yung meron tayo ditong times and meron din tayong divide. So, ano dapat yung mauna? So, ayon sa, based on the PEMDAS natin, ang mauna dapat is si M, yung multiply, instead of divide dito. Kasi pag ito yung inuna natin, class, magiging iba yung sagot niyan. Okay? Kaya siya order of operation. Merong dapat na mauuna. Okay? So, 3 plus 7, so ito muna. 7 times 6, so 42. Tapos, pagkatapos nun, ano yung kasunod? After ni multiply, divide. So, 42 divided by 3, that's 14. And then, add na lang. So, the answer is 17. So, same din dito. Dito may parenthesis. 6 times 4 divided by 3 minus 6 plus 2. So, parenthesis muna. Every time na may makikita tayong parenthesis, yun muna yung uunahin natin. Okay? So, 6 times 4, that's 24. Then, divide. So, divided by 3, that's 8. Then, copy lang yung 6 and 2. So, simplify. 8 minus 6 plus 2. So, that's 2. Tapos plus 2, that's 4. Okay? Next. So, 2 squared times 9 divided by 3. So, ano yung mauna? Since there is no parenthesis, exponent muna. So, 2 squared, that's 4. Then, multiply muna instead of divide. So, 4 times 9, so that's 36. Divided by 3, the answer is 12. Okay? So, ito daw yung palatandaan. You can memorize this phrase. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Ayan. Sa junior high yan, naalala nyo ba yan? Okay. So, I want you to share this. Gusto ko i-share sa inyo tong website na to, yung quizzes.com. So, ito is, pwede kayong mag-practice dito class. So, kung gusto nyo talagang gumaling sa math, so balikan nyo yung mga basic na operation, yung diniscuss natin kanina, para maging mas madali sa inyo yung mag-evaluate ng function. Magiging magaling kayo at napakadali na lang ng pag-evaluate ng function. So, punta kayo dito class, quizzes.com, type nyo lang sa Google browser, then, click nyo tong join a game class. Then, pagka-click nyo ng join a game, so, makikita nyo yung ganitong itsura. Then, dito sa find a quiz, type nyo any topic ng math. Actually, for any subject, kahit English or science, may makikita kayo ditong mga quiz na pwede kayong mag-practice para maging magaling kayo. So, type nyo lang dyan. Halimbawa, ang sinerge natin is operation on integers. So, yan yung operation integers. Maraming lalabas na option. So, marami kayong pagpipilian. Or, gusto nyo lahat, i-try nyo siya. So, pag pumili tayo ng isa class, halimbawa, pinili ko to. Ayan, dito naman sa PEMDAS. So, maraming lalabas na choice. So, halimbawa, pumili tayo ng isa. Ayan, so pinili natin si PEMDAS. Ang pipiliin nyo class is ito. Practice. Huwag yung challenge friends. Pero kapag kayo class, magka-classmates, pwede kayong maglaro. So, iaano nyo lang yung code para makapaglaro kayo. Pero since practice lang tayo, individual practice, sa sarili lang natin. So, ito. Makikita nyo doon yung mga tamang answer at saka yung score nyo. Okay? So, try nga natin class, applying yung math rule na ni-recall natin in evaluating function. So, try natin. So, let's have this one. Use the following function rule to find f of 4. So, in finding the f of 4 of f of x, substitute lang natin yung 4 dun sa expression natin. So, si x magiging 4. So, plus 12, just copy. Then, simplify. So, 4 plus 12, that's 16. Tapos, square natin. So, that is 200. So, this one, find g of 5 in g of x minus 6 equals 6 minus x. So, g of negative 5. So, substitute lang natin si negative 5. Okay. Then, simplify. It will become positive. So, 6 plus 5, that is 11. Next, use the following function rule to find g of negative 4 in g of x equals negative 3 plus x. So, substitute lang natin si negative 4. So, negative 3 plus negative 4, that is negative 7. Next, use the following function rule to find f of negative 10. So, in f of x equals negative 2x plus 5 plus x. So, substitute lang natin si negative 10 dito kay x. So, negative 2 times negative 10 over 5 plus x. So, negative 10. Simplifying, negative 2 times negative 10, that's 20. So, copy over 5. And then, positive times negative. So, negative na natin yung sign natin dito. Then, simplify 20 over 5. That's 4 minus 10. And that is equal to negative 6. Let's have another one. So, use the following function to find f of 4. So, this time, ang i-apply naman natin is yung order of operations. So this is our function, f of x equals negative x minus 2 minus x divided by x. So substitute lang natin si 4 kay x. So negative x, so it becomes negative 4 minus 2, just copy. Then minus x, so minus 4 divided by x, so divided by 4. Then simplifying, since sa PEMDAS natin, mauuna is si division. So ito yung unahin natin na i-simplify. Okay, then 4 divided by 4, it becomes 1. Then simplify, negative 4, just copy and negative 2. Then combine, negative 4 plus negative 2 plus negative 1, that is equal to negative 7. Next, more example. If f of x equals x plus 8, so evaluate each. So for letter A, f of 4. So f of 4, so f of 4 equals, so substitute lang natin si 4 kay x. So 4 plus 8. So simplifying, 4 plus 8, that is 12. Okay? Next. So if f of x again is x plus 8, evaluate f of negative 2. So f of negative 2, just substitute negative 2 to x. So that's negative 2. Palit natin siya. Plus 8. So simplifying, the answer is 6. Next, we have the same function. So, but this time, we will evaluate f of negative x. So, class, hindi lang number yung pwede nating i-evaluate. So, pwede ring variable or expression, combination of variable and numbers. So, dito, f of negative x, papalit natin kay x si negative x. Okay, then copy it. Then, wala naman tayong mako-combine. So, yun na yung final answer natin. So, negative x plus 8. Okay, next, we have the same function, f of x equals x plus 8. So, evaluate f of x plus 3. So, f of x plus 3, substitute lang natin kay x si x plus 3. Then, copy 8. Then, simplifying, 3 plus 8, and that is 11. So, the answer is x plus 11. Okay? Now, so apply natin yung natutunan natin. So, ito, application natin sa science lesson natin. So, converting degree Fahrenheit to Celsius. So, the function C described by C of F equals 5 over 9 times F minus 32 degree gives the Celsius temperature corresponding to the Fahrenheit temperature. So, number 1, find the Celsius temperature equivalent to 14 degree Fahrenheit. So, for number 1, so we will be evaluating if F is 14 degree Fahrenheit. So, substitute lang natin. Yung C of 14 natin, substitute lang natin si 14 degrees Fahrenheit. So, 5 over 9 times 14 degrees Fahrenheit minus 32 degrees. Then, simplifying, 14 degree Fahrenheit minus 32 degree Fahrenheit is 18 degrees Fahrenheit. Then, simplifying, 18 divided by 9, and that is equal to negative 2. So, simplifying, 5 times negative 2, that is equal to negative 10. For number 2, find the Celsius temperature equivalent to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. So, this time, we will be evaluating C of 68. So, C of 68 degrees, so equals 5 over 9 times 68 degrees. So, substitute lang natin yung value ng F natin, which is 68 degrees minus 32 degrees. So, simplifying, 68 minus 32, that is equal to 36 degrees. So, 36 over 9, so pwede nating i-cancel and that is equal to 4. So, 5 times 4, so that is equal to 20 degrees. So, try nga natin kung naintindihan natin yung diniscuss natin ngayon. So, evaluate natin to sa isang papel. Kuha kayo ng papel. So, let's read. Evaluate each function at the indicated values of the independent variable and simplify the result. So, ito yung sasagutan natin. So, later, you can pause the video and later I will reveal the answer. So, pakita natin yung sagot sa exercise natin. So, nagawa ba, class? So, sa number 1, the function is f of x equals 9 minus 6x. So, we should evaluate f of negative 1. So, 9 minus 6x, substitute lang natin kay x si negative 1. So, simplifying, negative 6 times negative 1, that's positive 6. So, the answer is 15. Okay. Next. Okay, so for number 2, the function is g of x minus x squared minus 4x. And we are evaluating g of 2 minus x. Okay, so g of 2 minus x equals 2 minus x. So, substitute lang natin kay x yung 2 minus x natin, yung input natin. So, si x squared magiging 2 minus x, quantity squared, minus 4 times yung x dito. So, substitute natin si 2 minus x. Ayan. So, 2 minus x. Then, simplifying. Dito, makikita natin, meron tayo ditong square of binomial. So, square natin siya. So, ano yung shortcut for squaring a binomial? So, ano yun? Ayun, naalala pa. So, square the first term. So, 4. Then, multiply, for the middle term, multiply the first and the second term. So, negative 2x times 2 lagi sa middle term natin. So, magiging minus 4x. Tapos, this one, square the second term. So, x squared. Minus negative 4. Distribute natin si negative 4 kay 2 minus x. So, magiging negative 8. Negative 4 times negative x magiging positive 4x. Then, combine like term. So, mapapansin natin, meron tayo ditong negative 4x, meron tayong positive 4x. So, pwede na natin gawing 0 yan. Then, simplify, ano na lang yung natira? So, x squared Tapos 4 plus negative 8. So that's negative 4. Okay, so that's our answer in number 2. Next, for number 3, so ang function natin is h of x equals 2x. So we are evaluating h of 1/2. So h of 1/2 is equal to 2 times yung x, gagawin nating 1/2. Ayan. So 2 times 1/2, cancel. So that is equal to 1 na lang. Okay? Number 4, the function is f of x equals negative 2x squared minus 3. So we are evaluating f of negative 3. Okay. So substitute lang natin si negative 3 kay x natin dito. So negative 2x squared, so negative 2. Then yung x natin becomes negative 3 squared minus 3. So, simplifying, ito muna sa PEMDAS rule natin, exponent muna. So, negative 3 square, that's equal to 9, minus 3. So, simplify. So, sa PEMDAS natin, multiply muna. So, negative 2 times 9, so negative 18. Minus 3, so negative 21. Okay? So, for number 5, sa number 5, pull tong square root natin dito ha. So, the function is f of x equals square root of 9 minus x squared. And we are evaluating f of 3. Okay, so f of 3 class, function natin is square root of 9 minus x squared. So, 9 minus 3 squared. So, simplify. Simplify natin yung 3 squared. So, 9 minus 3 squared is 9. So, square root of 0. Okay, so the answer is 0. So, now naman class, i-apply natin sa pag-solve ng problem yung natutunan natin sa evaluating ng functions. So, itong equation daw na to class is minomodel niya yung price per t-shirt. So, the price function p of x equals 640 minus 0.2 times x represents the price for which you can sell x printed t-shirts. Question is, what must be the price of the t-shirt for the first 3 entries in the table? So, magkano kaya yung price ng t-shirt kung 500 yung bibilhin? So, ito class, ginagamit to kapag wholesale. Okay? So, kapag 900 yung t-shirt, magkano na lang kaya yung price ng t-shirt natin? So, kapag wholesale class, so ito yung pwede natin gamitin pag gusto nating mag-business or magtinda online. So, ito, uso to ngayon, no? So, kapag papansin natin dito, kapag tumataas yung bibilhin mo, so kapag bulk, marami yung bibilhin mo, mas marami, mas lumiliit yung price. Okay? So, try nga natin evaluate tong mga to. So, using this function. So, isa-substitute lang natin yung inputs natin to get the output, which is the price of t-shirt. Okay? So, price per t-shirt. price yon ng individual na t-shirt. So, gawin nyo to class. So, you can pause the video and answer it in a sheet of paper. And then, mamaya, makikita nyo yung answer. Okay, class? So, ito yung answer natin dun sa problem natin. Okay, so ganito yung pag-evaluate class for the first 3 nung problem. So, kung sinipag kayo, tapusin nyo na rin hanggang pinakalas. So, ito yung mga answers. Okay, so doon sa problem class, isa-substitute nyo lang yung value ng x natin dun sa function natin. And ito yung makukuha nyong answer. Okay? So, that's all for today. So, kung may natutunan kayo sa video na to, just click the like and the subscribe button